What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Jolie, and welcome back to Bars.
You ain't gotta fuck with me. No, please just don't fuck with me. Yeah.
Alright, y'all. So, you already know why I'm here. Yesterday was NOME 10. So, you know, I just want to do a quick recap of the battle that I did get to see. Let's just get into it. All right, so when I started watching it, because I went to it, you know, early. I think I went to the app, Caffeine app, around 3 o'clock, and it hadn't started yet. So I went back around, I want to say like 5, maybe 6 something. But when I did go back, Averb and Geechie Gotti were battling. So I came in on the second round of their battle. I will say, when I, you know, started watching the battle, I felt like, you know, me personally, I feel like Geechie is a little repetitive with his material now. Like, it's to a point where I'm not sure why he keeps winning champion. I understand consistency is key, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like his material just very repetitive. Averb was, you know, he was pretty good, but of course, you know, you gotta really pay attention to what Averb is saying, or in order for you to, you know, get what he's saying. So I wasn't really in tune with what Averb was saying. So that battle, like, being that I had just came into watching you know, the battle, it was just like, I'm gonna have to watch that battle. You know, once I walk into a battle and, you know, I can't really give a full opinion on it because I didn't see the whole battle, it kind of takes away from, you know, me giving, you know, what I feel like happened in the battle and who I feel like won. So on that note, I really don't have a winner for the Geechie and Vert battle. You know, the polls are, I guess, you know, some leaning more towards Geechie, some people saying Vert. So I really honestly can't say. So we'll just have to watch that battle back when it drops on the app. So let's get into a battle that I did see. So basically my recap is for basically 2 battles, because I think one of the battle I wasn't really anticipating, but it really shocked me, and it was definitely a dope ass battle. And then the other battle I was anticipating, but it really let me down. So we're gonna get into DayLyt and Tay motherfucking Rod, aka Dracula. So I'm gonna have to fire up for this one. So let's get to it. Tay Rod, aka Dracula, versus freaking DayLyt. Y'all, when I say, like I said, I was not anticipating that battle to be as dope as it was. But let me tell you, it definitely was fire. Out the gate, DayLyt, he's just giving you everything. Came in with the ski mask, and he just came to bar you to fucking death. And I couldn't even sit up here and tell you, you know, half the shit DayLyt said, because it was just so much. He was just boom, 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 boom. Like, you know, he had so much in his rounds. It was just like hard to decipher. Like, not hard to decipher, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you know, it was just so much coming at you, just like, you like, okay, you kind of coming off what he just said, and then he ends up saying something else. You like, nigga, I'm trying to, you know. So it was just like, yeah, he did his thing in the first. Tay Rod, you know, came, and it was like, all right, let's see what he finna do with this, you know, whole ensemble that he got on. And Tay Rod did not kind of play either. It was just like 2 totally different types of material, but it worked. You get what I'm saying? Like, it worked so well. Tay Rod came in as Dracula, you know, with the red contacts, with his blazer on, with the bow tie. Like, I like that. I like that about him. Like, that was, I fucks with that. So I guess this is a new persona for him, Dracula. So when we see Dracula, we gotta understand it's gonna be a different level of content coming from him at that moment. So I'm definitely eager to see, you know, how he's gonna continue to work with this whole Dracula persona. Also, but as far as the first, I don't know, like, cause when I talk about, like, you know, people that I like, don't get me wrong, I am definitely a, you know, Tay Rod fan. You know, I fucks with DayLyt all day, you know. That was a bar. Anyway, I like DayLyt as well. It's just, you know, you don't really see too many consistent DayLyt battles, so it's just like, I fucks with this DayLyt. Let's see more. Let's see more. And he's in the talks of, you know, battling Lux, so we will see. But I really would have to watch it back just to catch all that material off of first watch. I will come back to that. All right. I don't know, y'all, like, because all the rounds were just, all of them, like, all of the rounds were consistent for both battlers. Like, it's just like, you really can sit here and dissect everything they said before you really come out with a definitive winner. I felt like a lot of people felt like DayLyt won because of all the material that he had throughout all of his rounds. So it was just like, okay, yeah, this nigga won because this nigga was spazzing, you know what I'm saying? Versus, we know Twork did, you know, extraordinary as well. So it's just like, okay, I want to go back and really look at the battles and see, you know, what was actually said. Like, break it down, like, all the way to the nitty gritty. So, to be honest, I really ain't gonna have a winner for this battle. People can say DayLyt all they want, but I felt like Twork did an amazing job. Like, nobody, and I'm not saying nobody's, you know, not acknowledging that, because some people saying he didn't lose. He lost like 3-0, but he didn't lose. Like, it's still a loss. Especially if you're saying a 3-0. Like, I just felt like, no way DayLyt won all 3 of those rounds. I'm sorry. Just because he had a lot of more intricate material, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean anything, because Twork he didn't play at all. I fucks with what he was saying all day. So I would like to watch that battle back and just, you know, really get to understand what they were saying, like, on some really, like, because of course I was paying attention, but just on some, my definitive winner, you know, is what I mean. So I can kind of really wrap this up. The first, second, and third, I'll tell y'all, DayLyt was considered consistent in all 3 rounds. The only difference with the third round was DayLyt, you know, took off his mask. DayLyt took off his mask, and I think Twork took off his blazer. So it was, you know, it was just a matter of taking off a piece of clothing. You know, it was just like, okay, that was the only difference in that round. But both of them, you know, both of them had just consistent material. Like, I love Twork aggression in this battle. I love just the way DayLyt just flowed with his rounds. It was, you know, no stumbles, nothing. Just both of them just clean. Just, you could eat off the goddamn flow with it. Like, just, it was just that clean. Shout out to them guys, because people already saying this maybe battle of the year. But definitely replay value. I can't wait till that battle drop on the app, because I am gonna be watching that battle, trust me. Okay, so again, shout out to Twork and DayLyt. Y'all did very well. I'm definitely proud of both of y'all. So with that being said, we're gonna get into the main event of the night. The main event of the night, Lux and Mr. Surf himself, Sue Surf. Now, this was the battle that I was anticipating, that I was highly upset about. And thinking to myself, like, when I was watching the DayLyt and Twork battle, they was like, yo, like, you know, Lux, you know, he do what he do, but this Surf, just a different Surf. So now Twork and DayLyt said this. Now they coming off of one of the, you know, most fire battles of the night, and y'all said this. So I'm like, all right, so Twork and DayLyt said, then this, then I was in the back of my mind, I'm like, outside of Twork, maybe DayLyt trolling, but that nigga like to do stuff like that. But I don't know, I just felt like both of them felt like, you know, Surf had great material, like that it was there. We get to the battle, man. First freaking round, Surf goes first. Surf went first, and I didn't understand the I'm talking about the Cheerios. I didn't understand the Apple Jacks thing. Now at this moment, my connection was messing up. I'm not sure if it was the Caffeine app or whatever, but I kept having to restart the app for some reason, because it, like, the connection was just crazy. Like, when I watched DayLyt for Twork, I had no problem. So I don't know, by the time I got to the Lux battle, it was Lux and Surf battle, it was just messing up a little bit. But the Apple Jacks part, I didn't catch the whole little scheme, so I didn't understand what the Apple Jacks was for. So maybe when, you know, they drop that battle, I will watch it back and really understand what he was doing with the Apple Jacks. Or somebody can let me know down in the comments if you caught that. What did he say? And, you know, what did you think? What do you think he was, you know, meaning to say? Or, you know, what he actually meant by incorporating the Apple Jacks? Because, again, I didn't hear it. So he starts his round off. And I felt like, I'm like, no, like, Surf, like, what are you doing? Like, you have to be gunning for this man. Like, no. Talk to this man. Talk to this man. And he had some little smooth shit in there, but it was just like, no, this ain't enough. Especially, we don't, you know, Lux hasn't went yet. So it was just like, you know. Like, that's all I was saying. I'm like, alright, I'm waiting. Alright,
that was cool. Alright, what else?
And it just wasn't there. But then he stopped short. And I was like,
not in the first.
Alright, then let's go. His material was cool, but it was very beatable. Like, it was very beatable. It wasn't the Lux that I was expecting either. Like, Lux coming off of that 2-on-2 was amazing. So I just felt like, where was this amazing Lux? Like, I just didn't understand that. Like, so was it just the 2-on-2 was Hollow the Dawn, you know what I'm saying, really helping you to that magnitude where it was just that stellar with the performance side? Because you didn't have none of that in this battle. Even though it was a quiet room, it was just like, what else? So, you know, to kind of wrap this battle up, because I'm not going to do, you know, really a round for round in this one either. But a lot of people say 3-0 in this battle for Lux. 3-0 Lux, because they felt like Surf just was not prepared. He was just, you know, stopping short, stumbling, forgetting his stuff, and it was just sad to see. Like, that was supposed to be, you know, a very legendary battle. You know, the new school versus the old school, the, you know, new wave versus, you know, versus the old wave. So it was just like, imagine a lot of people know, not know, but they watch, you know, Surf interviews and his face-offs, and we all know Surf is a, you know, a character. He likes to, you know, entice the situation. Like, he likes to poke at his opponents and, you know, the fans and, you know, people that want him to lose and all this other stuff. So, you know, of course he's gonna do things like that, but I just felt like, dang, like, you should just, it was just a big letdown. We're just gonna say that. So all 3 of the rounds, I think the one you could kind of really debate is the second round, because he definitely turned up in the second, and I felt like, you know, that was his strongest round. And the third, I think he had a lot of mess ups in the third too. So it was just like, it was not a good battle. It doesn't really have replay value at all. And to speak on Lux, like, Lux material again wasn't that amazing. Like, it was very beatable. All 3 of his rounds, like, I feel like he didn't really have a round that really stuck out. All of his rounds were consistent in, you know, the intensity level, so to speak. So I was just really let down by that battle, more so on Surf's behalf, because he had the ability to really beat Lux, you know what I'm saying, one of the god tiers, you know. And he considered himself God tier, but that wasn't God tier, you know, preparation or God tier, you know, performance. Like, and, you know, Surf is like one of my favorite battlers, if not my favorite battler. So when I see him in situations like this, when, you know, with battles like this, I'm like, so it's just like, I can't even celebrate that my favorite battler won. I gotta, you know, had a long face because, you know, my favorite battler went in there, stuck up the joint. You like, so yeah, that was my recap of those 2 battles. Really, like I said, the Geechie and you know, I started watching it during the second round of the Geechie and Verb, so I really didn't get to really see that battle. The main ones that I did get to see, which I'm glad I did see, the DayLyt and Twork. Because again, that wasn't a battle that I really was looking forward to, because I didn't really see how it would weigh out. But it weighed out perfect. The personas that they came with, great. It worked very well. So yeah, that's my recap of those 2 battles. When, you know, when the other battles drop, I'm definitely gonna watch those and get my opinion on, you know, the Mike P and Saga. I heard Saga lost as well. He had some issues with 2 of his rounds. Oh, John Elwood did not happen because, you know, I think John the Don, to some magnitude, he was unable to do the battle for medical reasons. So hopefully John gets better. Shout out to him. I felt like him and Ill Will was gonna be a dope battle. Like, I was waiting for that battle. That was another one that I was anticipating, and so I was disappointed that it didn't go down. But I understand, you know, your health comes first. If you're not healthy, you can't give your best. So I definitely understand that. Fonz and Jada Nightwing, I didn't get to see that battle. I'm sure that was the very first battle that happened. But according to social media, I feel like they were saying Fonz won. He won the tournament and the $25,000. So congratulations to Fonz. Let me know who y'all feel like won in the battles that y'all did see, that I didn't see, that I didn't recap. You know, let me know who y'all feel like won with the 2 battles that I did recap. Like, I think the consensus mostly is going to be what I felt like, you know, people were saying on social media mostly. But in my opinion, like I said, the DayLyt and Tay-Rock battle, I would really need to go back and watch that, because, you know, I feel like somebody can be saying a lot of stuff, but it could be a lot of filler. It could be a lot of this, that, and third. I feel like Tay-Rock was mainly talking to DayLyt. Like, his was more so just directed to him. So, you know, it was man, I really like that battle. Like, Tay-Rock really surprised me with his performance. Like, I'm used to DayLyt, you know what I'm saying, do it when he get in that element, you know, but Tay-Rock, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready. Let's get into my rant session.
You ain't gotta fuck with me. No. Please just don't fuck with me. Yeah.
Alright, you guys. So, you know, I have been away from the battle rap world for, you know, a month or so. And I come back, I have a bunch of stuff going on, you know. One situation that I, you know, heard was going on was this whole situation with some battle rap media. It was a couple, and you know, I'm not gonna speak their name because I don't know those individuals like that. And you know, that's their personal business, even though it's been broadcasted all over, you know, the battle rap platforms and whatnot. Well, battle rap media platforms, I would say. But I would like to say this is my rant. So, you know, when you know when you're in a relationship, you know, and you're doing anything dealing with the entertainment, you gotta understand it's a level of respect. Now, again, I don't know these individuals. You know, both of them are on, you know, a known battle rap media platform, and you know, people are going to be watching you. You know, people are going to be paying attention, so you got to move accordingly. And if you're married, I feel like that's even more of a situation that you got to pay attention to, because people are looking to break up happy homes, or people are looking to see if there's any cracks in that foundation, I would say. So just got to be mindful of things like that. And even if you're under the influence, like, you know, you always got to be around your spouse, because your spouse is the one that got to protect you, and you know, your spouse has to be aware as well. You know, especially when there's not ill intent behind certain things. You know, you got to just be aware. Just be like, you know, alright, nah, that don't look like a good situation. Now, most of the time, if you're in those situations, that means you agree with being in those situations, but you know what you're doing. I don't believe nobody doesn't know what they're doing in certain situations. So with that particular situation, I feel like I always have a level of respect for your significant other, and always, you know, be mindful of certain situations. Don't put yourself in situations where it can have you looking a certain way when that necessarily wasn't the intent, you know. But if that was the intent, you would know that that was the intent. Also, you know, with battle rappers, especially single battle rappers, like, when it comes to women, you know, some of them are so used to women just throwing themselves at them, like, you know, so you got to be mindful of that. They, you know, consider some girls groupies, and, you know, whatever. So you got to be mindful, like, you can't be putting yourself out there like that, because people gonna take certain signs and signals a certain way, you know, and it can go a different way. So, and especially when you're on camera, just conduct yourselves accordingly, like, because I hate to see my women, my ladies looking a certain way when it got anything to do with stuff like this, because we already know how battle rap is. You can easily become a fucking battle bar. Like, it's, you know, your business just out there to the streets. No, we don't want that over here. You know, I'm a private person. If I deal with somebody, I deal with them. You know, and anything transpires, anything gets serious, that's still my business. Social media doesn't need to know about my business. And, you know, if we're working together in this field, you know, there's a level of respect that you would have to have for that person, or it's not going to be a good situation because all eyes are watching. And this is almost like a little, you know, the battle rap community is almost like a little celebrity situation. So once you start really getting your name out there, the fans look at you like a little celebrity, you know. Might be a little, you know, YZ lister, you know, something like that. But yeah, you just gotta have a level of respect. And even if you're a single girl, like, don't be out here thotting about with all these battle rappers. You know, if you like one or two, you know, just keep it at that. Find a limit. Cause y'all just some of these battle rap girls really be like, they'll become a female battle rapper, and then they be linked to a male battle rapper. Then that don't work. Then they end up linked with another battle rapper, and then I just yeah. Hold on now. See, you know, I know some battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some battle rappers. You know. Yeah, you know, not on that level, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, I've had my passes made at me, you know what I'm saying, but it's a level, like, you gotta really be careful with stuff like that, because, again, I'm a private person, so I am very picky about who I deal with, and if I'm gonna deal with you, what level I'm gonna deal with you on, you know, if it's just gonna be a platonic level, is it gonna be a, you know, FWB, it's gonna, like, what we gonna do? All right, now I'm a lover, you know, I'm a lover. I like to be in relationships and stuff, but I'm not gonna just be in a relationship with anybody. So, you know, I'm gonna just, especially if I was in the battle rap community, like, if I'm gonna mess with somebody in the battle rap community, it's just probably gonna be a one limit person for me. Cause maybe two, but I'm realistically probably one, cause it's just, even with the, oh, she battle rap hopping, like, what? Nigga too? No. I'm joking, but yeah, I'm just being, you know, being honest. Like, it's just gonna be one or two. Like, if that was, you know, the lane that I wanted to go down. Cause no, it won't have my name in no battle bars, no none of that. No, none of that. Okay? Alright. Yeah, that's something that I just won't deal with. But shout out to the couples that do stand strong. I don't be remembering too many couples and shit in battle rap. So it's very few that are female and male battle rappers. So most of them try to stay away from each other. But the one, you know, most of them end up getting with people that are already involved in the battle rap community. So I don't understand why they be trying to make it seem like they don't like battle rap females. Okay. But yes, that's my rant, you guys. Be respectful in anything that you do, whether you're single, you know, married, whatever. Just be respectful, because you never know who's watching or recording. Okay, that's my recaps for today. My next video will be up soon. I think I will be recapping the Twork and Swamp battle. I done watched that twice. I definitely want to give y'all my recap on that, because that's one of my favorite battles thus far. It's not really one-sided to me, but it is a definitive one that I do have. So I will be coming back to you guys with that battle, with that recap. And I don't know what my rant session will be at that time, but in the meantime, in between time, I'm on social media. I'm looking, I'm lurking, and I'm seeing what's going on. And I will get back to y'all with my next rant session in my next video. Let me know in the comments who y'all feel like won in the battles. How y'all feel like, do y'all like the quiet room battles? Do y'all like it with no crowd reaction? Like, do you like that type of vibe? Like, you know, that vibe to me was it was alright, you know what I'm saying? Like it let you get to the artist material and how really, you know, how they can really get down without all the extraness. So shout out to battlers that didn't fold under pressure. The ones that did get it together, you know, it's never too late. You know, we all fuck up sometimes, you know, we don't all have good games. So but like I said, let me know in the comments who y'all think won. Let me know battles that y'all think I should watch and recap as well. I be trying to find battles to watch outside of the app too. So I don't just, you know, I don't just fuck with URL. I fuck with all the battle rap communities. So shout out to, you know, all of them. But at this particular time I was, you know, recapping NOME, and you know, so it is what it is. I will get back with y'all next time. Holla at me. It's your girl Jolie. Bye.
You ain't gotta fuck with me. No, please just don't fuck with me.